Hey there, I'm Elizabeth, 25, living my best life in the Windy City and thriving as a marketing exec. But trust me, the road to getting here was anything but smooth. Growing up, I might as well have been invisible. Why? 2 words. Henry Thompson, my younger brother and the family's golden child. Elizabeth, why can't you be more like Henry? Became my mom's go-to line. If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd have bought my own place way earlier. Picture this. Henry brings home a B+ on a math test and my parents act like he's won the Nobel Prize. Oh Henry, you're so smart. Let's go out for ice cream. Meanwhile, I'm over here with straight A's and crickets. Seriously, you could hear a pin drop. Mom, Dad, check out my report card. I'd say, hoping for some praise. That's nice, sweetie. Did you see Henry made the junior varsity soccer team? Yeah, that's the story of my life. Don't get me wrong, I love Henry, he's my brother after all, but sometimes I wonder if he even realizes how differently we're treated. It's like he's got blinders on, soaking in all the praise while I'm left in the shadows. Henry, honey, what college are you thinking about? Well, make sure you get into the best one, Mom would gush. And me? Oh right. Well, Elizabeth will figure something out. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence, Mom. But honestly, their lack of support just made me more determined. I busted my butt, got into a great school, and landed an awesome job right out of college. Take that, parental disappointment. Thankfully, I have Sarah, my best friend, who's been my rock through all the family drama. And then there's Chris, my boyfriend. He's like a breath of fresh air in the toxic cloud that is my family life. You know you're amazing, right? Chris always tells me, your parents are missing out on how incredible you are. And he's right. So here I am living my best life in Chicago, crushing it at work, surrounded by people who actually appreciate me. And just when I think I've got it all figured out, bam, an email lands in my inbox. You are cordially invited to celebrate Henry Thompson's 23rd birthday. Oh joy. Another chance to watch my parents fawn over Henry while I blend into the wallpaper. But you know what? I'm going. Why? Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment, or maybe, just maybe, I'm hoping this time will be different. I pull up to my parents' suburban mansion, feeling like I'm walking into the lion's den. The driveway is packed and I can hear the party from inside. Great. Just great. As I step in, my jaw drops. It's like I've walked into a celebrity gala, not my brother's birthday. Ice sculptures, a freaking chocolate fountain, and is that a live band? You've got to be kidding me. Elizabeth, you made it. Henry's voice booms across the room. He's grinning from ear to ear, looking sharp in a suit that probably costs more than my monthly rent. Wouldn't miss it, I lie, scanning the room until I spot a girl who looks as out of place as I feel. That must be Emma, Henry's new girlfriend. She's fidgeting with her dress, looking nervously around. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, Henry's sister. I introduce myself. Oh, Emma, nice to meet you, she says, visibly relieved. This is quite a party, huh? Yeah, quite is one word for it, I mutter, grabbing a drink. That's when I overhear my parents whispering in a corner. John, we can't keep this up. The credit cards are maxed out. Sha, Linda, we'll figure it out. This is Henry's day. I nearly choke on my champagne. Financial trouble, and yet here we are, at this over-the-top party. Suddenly, I'm yanked back to my own 25th birthday a month ago. A quiet dinner at home, with Mom's dry meatloaf and the piece de resistance, an empty gift box. It's empty, I'd said, confused. Oh honey, it's the thought that counts, Mom had chirped. Yeah, the thought that I wasn't worth an actual gift. Back in the present, something in me snaps. I march over to my parents, anger bubbling up. So when's my turn for the royal treatment? I demand. Mom looks bewildered. What are you talking about, Elizabeth? This, I gesture wildly. The party, the gifts, the attention. When do I get to be more than an afterthought? Dad steps in, frowning. Now, Elizabeth, don't make a scene. This is Henry's day. It's always Henry's day. I'm practically shouting now. What about my empty gift box last month? What about all the years you've ignored my achievements? Henry appears, looking concerned. Mel, come on, you're overreacting. Mom and Dad have always treated us the same. I stare at him, incredulous. Are you serious right now? You can't honestly believe that. Maybe you're just remembering things wrong. Henry suggests, patronizingly. And that's it. I'm done. The gaslighting, the denial, the favoritism, it all crashes down on me. You know what? Enjoy your party. Enjoy your perfect life with your perfect parents. I'm out of here. I storm out the door, tears stinging my eyes. I hear Mom calling after me, but I don't stop. I can't. I peel out of the driveway and my phone buzzes. It's Chris. How's the party? I type back with shaking hands. It's over for good. Later, I'm sitting in my favorite coffee shop, clutching my latte like it's a lifeline. Sarah and Chris sit across from me, their faces a mix of concern and disbelief as I tell them the whole story. And then Henry had the nerve to say I was remembering things wrong. I finish, my voice cracking. Sarah leans forward, her eyes narrowing. Something doesn't add up. Your parents are throwing these lavish parties, but they're in financial trouble. Chris nods. And the empty gift box? That's just cruel. There's got to be more to this. What are you saying? I ask, confused. Sarah takes a deep breath. I think you need to look into your family's finances. This favoritism, it might be more than just emotional. I laugh. But it all feels hollow. What? You think they're embezzling from some secret Thompson family fortune or something? I joke. The silence that follows is deafening. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, I protest, but Chris gently takes my hand. Mel, what have you got to lose by looking? Reluctantly, I agree. The next few days blur together. Late nights, caffeine-fueled research sessions, and endless digging. I start with public records and move on to more unconventional methods. What I find makes my blood run cold. Holy, I whisper, staring at my laptop screen. There, in black and white, is a document detailing a trust fund set up by my grandfather, for both Henry and me. My hands shake as I dig deeper. Bank statements, transfer records, it's all there. My parents have been draining my trust fund for years, funneling the money into Henry's account and their own lavish spending. I need confirmation. I reach out to Emma, Henry's girlfriend, and we meet at a quiet park. Emma, I need to know, have you noticed anything strange about my family's finances? She fidgets, avoiding my gaze. I didn't want to say anything, but she hesitates before pulling out her phone. Henry left these out one day. I knew something wasn't right, but I didn't know what to do. She shows me photos she'd secretly taken of documents, damning evidence of my parents' financial misdeeds. Thank you, I managed to choke out. My next stop is my lawyer friend, Alex. I lay everything out in front of him, my heart pounding. Alex whistles low. Elizabeth, this is serious stuff. What your parents have done isn't just unethical. It's illegal. We're talking fraud, embezzlement. So what do I do? I ask, overwhelmed. Alex leans back, his face grim. You have options. Legal action is one, but whatever you decide, you need to protect yourself first. I nod, my mind racing. I need time to think. As I leave Alex's office, my phone buzzes. It's a text from my mom. Sweetie, we need to talk about what happened at the party. Family dinner this weekend. I stare at the message, a mix of anger and determination swelling inside me. Oh, we'll talk, I mutter. But it's going to be on my terms now. I type back, sure, Mom. I'll be there. Little do they know I'm not coming empty-handed this time. It's time for the truth to come out, and for once, I'm going to be the one calling the shots. That evening, I gather Sarah, Chris, and Alex at my apartment. The air is thick with tension as we huddle around my dining table, plotting our next move. We need to be smart about this, Alex warns. One wrong step, and it could all backfire. Sarah nods, her face set with determination. What if we tip off the IRS and the FBI anonymously? They'd have to investigate. Good idea, Chris agrees. But Mel, are you sure you want to go through with this? I take a deep breath. Unsure. It's time they face the consequences of their actions. We spend hours crafting the perfect plan. Alex helps me draft an anonymous tip to the authorities, detailing the financial irregularities in my father's company. With shaking hands, I hit send. The next day, I call my parents. Hey, Mom, about that family dinner, how about this weekend? Saturday arrives, and I'm a bundle of nerves as I pull up to my childhood home. Inside, my parents and Henry are all smiles, their warmth painfully false. Elizabeth, honey, we're so glad you came, Mom gushes. I force a smile. Of course. We have a lot to talk about. We're barely through the appetizers when there's a loud knock at the door. Dad frowns, getting up to answer it. Suddenly, the room is filled with federal agents brandishing a search warrant. Dad starts sputtering excuses, and Henry just stares, shell-shocked. Elizabeth, you don't understand. Dad pleads as an agent handcuffs him. No, I understand perfectly, I reply coldly. And now so will the judge. As my parents are led away, Henry turns to me, his face a mix of anger and disbelief. How could you do this to our family? He demands. I look at him, feeling an unexpected blend of pity and resolve. This isn't about you, Henry. It's about justice. 1 year later, I'm celebrating my 26th birthday, but this time it's on my terms. I'm surrounded by real friends in the office of my new marketing firm, the one I started with Sarah. To new beginnings, Chris toasts, raising his glass. I smile, feeling a sense of genuine happiness. My parents are serving time for their crimes, and I've reclaimed my trust fund, donating a portion to charity. As we cut the cake, my phone buzzes. It's a text from Henry. Mel, can we talk? I'm sorry for everything. I stare at the message for a long moment before hitting delete. Some bridges, once burned, should stay that way. Everything okay? Sarah asks, noticing the look on my face. I glance up at the people who truly care about me, the ones who supported me through all of this, and smile. Everything's perfect, I reply, and for the first time in a long time, I really mean it. As I blow out my birthday candles, I make a silent wish, not for anything material, but for the strength to keep moving forward, free from the toxic ties that once held me back. This birthday isn't just another year older. It's the start of a new chapter, one where I'm finally in control of my own life.